Yes, folks. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Yeah, wild win though, right? Right up until the end, till 1 o'clock. But since there, I moved to Bournemouth. In return, we got Jaidon Anthony, the winger from Bournemouth, who we're going to talk about in this video or scout report. But just before that, just want to say thank you for everyone for the recent support. I'm trying to go through comments. It's been crazy. Genuinely, I appreciate it. I will get to them eventually. It will be slowing down, obviously, now the window's shut. So I thank you all for that. Also, there's going to be a match rating thing as usual tomorrow. So Monday, whenever you're thinking this. So yeah, that will be coming as well. Just want to get this one out of the way. Have a little chat about Jaidon Anthony. Let's get into it. So here he is, and here's the report. As you can see, there's a lovely picture of him there, in the Leeds shirt. And just off the bat, I feel sorry for this guy. This guy was at the hotel, probably half asleep or asleep, preparing for the game. And he's been going on. Come down here. You're off. Yeah, you're going to Leeds? What? Why? We're just doing a swap. Mental. Poor lad. But you know what? I've seen his interview. Actually, he's spot on. Seems raring to go, and I'm looking forward to seeing him. This guy's a sleeper, guys. People are disrespecting this guy because of the area in which he came in. This guy's a good player. He is. I don't care what anyone says. Bang average or no, not true. This guy's a good player at this level. So there are all his credentials. Can't say because of my head, but he's born in 1999, 23 years old. Obviously came from Bournemouth, 1.83, fairly tall winger. Can play the left and the right, but predominantly the left. His best stuff is off the left, and I believe he'll play there for Leeds United. Right-footed, obviously English, no national team caps as of yet. Value of around £10 million. I'll get into his heat maps properly, and that says non-to. I'll get into that. Championship, he's had 50 appearances in the Championship. Premier League 33 and 5 the FA Cup. Obviously, there's others. We'll go through his actual goal stats very soon, but I just want to talk about his upbringing because basically he was brought through the Arsenal youth ranks, and when he went to Bournemouth, he kind of got shot into the first team quicker than expected, and then that season in the Championship actually played a lot of games. You know, not expecting to be at that level, but then when he came into the side. Once he got established in the side, he settled in the side, he became a really good asset quickly for Bournemouth. He then went to the Premier League. He was at one point linked with a move to Arsenal, which shows the potential this guy could have in certain systems, which I'll get into. But yeah, it's a good player with a good pedigree. I'm honestly baffling how people don't rate him personally. I don't understand it. Let's get into it. Obviously not a Sinistera equivalent, but that's nothing to. No one we brought in was going to be. That'd be ridiculous. But I want to talk about the heat maps. As you can see, we've got Nonto and Jaidon Anthony right here. There's Nonto's Premier League season and Jaidon Anthony's season in the Championship a few years ago, where he was really good. Now, and someone asked me, how do you, and shout out to the guy who asked a comment, how do you find out which way the heat map is? So I crop it. So there's a big arrow above this, which points that way. So I crop it out so I can fit both in, basically. Yeah. So it's from left to right as you're looking at it. Left is the defensive side, right is the attacking side. But anyway, and what I pointed out about this is the similarity. Now, I know they're both wingers. It's going to be similar, but you actually, a lot of wingers, a lot of their main stuff is usually around here, or even deeper. These guys are really good holding the width. And this is what I mean about similarity. One thing about Jaidon Anthony, and this is a higher, more games than Nonto played, obviously. His ability to cut inside more and be more involved inside. Now, Nonto is an excellent young player, he is. But what he does often for me is he often is too late to step inside. He often comes inside, you know, as we saw the other day, when he's on the ball and actually when he's quite high up, as you can see in these areas. With Jaidon Anthony, come inside a little earlier and will actually start further inside, meaning naturally you'll already have space for the fullback. And the combination between Shackleton and Nonto was good, but a lot of the time they were playing in the same areas. And I'll get into that in the video tomorrow, which is a really good one. I really enjoyed this one. But a good heat map and what we kind of need is the type of player who will cut inside and actually build play up from further in than Willie Nonto. And also stay out and keep that width. Look how close he is to the line there. Good positional play that we need. I just want to show you guys his stats in the 2021-22 season in the Championship, where he got promoted with Bournemouth and was a real good player for them. We'll go here. As you can see, these are the stats. 45 games, 8 goals, 6 assists in a side that got promoted. In a good side in that league. As you can see, he played almost every minute of them and was consistently getting goals and assists. Had a bit of a low period there, but as you can see, in bunches. And what you need to find from this guy, just the consistency, right? Because he's clearly a very capable player. And 8 goals and 6 assists. Well, there's a lot of goal involvements from one guy, and actually we have a lot of people who can get those similar numbers. It's about finding the outputs Sinistera would have had, and through him and Dan James and Nonto, you hope to find that. But he had a really good season, and he actually created the third most chances in the entire Championship that season. So people saying he's not good enough, you're lying to yourself. Third most chances in the Championship that season created. Look at this. This is from that season. This is from that Championship season, the 21-22 Championship season. These are his stats. Expected assists, one of the highest. Non-penalty expected assists, one of the highest. Shot creating actions, one of the highest. You know, these are good stats. You know, an okay passer, not the best passer. However, progressive passes, very good. So he likes to take a risk with a lot of passes. He likes to look forward when he passes. He likes to cut lines with it. Hence why the actual completion is around 75% and not 85%, because he does take risks with them. That does create progressive passes, which is what we need. His defensive stats as well. Decent. A decent all-around player. A guy who can press high, which is what we need. A guy who's really good positionally as well. That's another thing I noticed. But anyway, those are the stats. I don't know what you guys think about those. Right, here we are. The technical stuff. We love the technical stuff, don't we? We love it. Yes, we do. So obviously, this is from a winger position. So there's slightly different stats to the other guys you've seen. First touch ball control, solid attributes that any player in this system needs, or in most systems needs. Very solid in that sense. Short passing, I put 6. Not the best, like in terms of, you know, you can often just give a short pass sometimes. It's not quite there. It's not quite right. But if that's progressing it, it's a much better. We'll get into that. Finishing 7, probably one he can improve on, just in terms of, you know, consistency. It's not about he's not got the ability to do it, it's just consistency, using the right technique at the right time, probably finding corners a bit more. Dribbling is very good. Progressive passes is very good. He's a very direct player. You know, he will stand up defenders 1v1, either look for an early cross, look to beat a man, or look for an early pass round the corners or in behind. Progressive passes is good. You know, his passing in general is not great. Not outstanding, because this guy likes to take risks with his passing, especially in the final third. And I think one thing you like about Jaidon Anthony, what I like, because anyways, gets a lot of touches of the ball in games. Doesn't hide. A lot will go through this guy. So he could be quite a creative force for us as well. Shot creating actions, this is what I love about him. No matter where he is on the pitch, he will either get in a position, or be in a position, or allow someone else to be in a position by giving them the ball in an area which creates a shot, which is what we need. What we saw at the weekend was a lot of probing around the box, which we've seen for a long time, but not really that opportunity to get a lot of shots off, apart from the 3 1-on-1s we had, which should have gone in. Right, so this guy will help in the creative sense. But shooting a 6, again, it's the inconsistency of his shooting. You know, for me, when I've witnessed him, he often doesn't hit it kind of well enough into corners. You know, it's a bit more tempered, where he needs to just whack it. But he's got a decent. He can have a decent shot on him. He's got a lot of goals in that season. 8 goals is nothing. It's a good tally. Created the 3rd most chances in the Championship that season. But he's got decent creative stats. Now, getting him in this system, where we are heavily reliant on possession, would see a lot of that increase. That's a 75 out of 100. Very good score. Solid B. Physical stats now. Using your body to maintain the ball. What you need in this system, especially in tight areas where you're trying to progress and there's a lot of guys around you. An 8 is quite good at that. Guy who's good at using his body, good at manipulating the ball. The opponents, solid stat. Acceleration off the mark, 7. Look, he's a quick guy, but I'm trying to measure this up in terms of how quick wingers are in this league. Probably a bit harsh, but he's a quick guy who can dribble very well. You'd probably be a 7 or an 8. An 8's probably more realistic, but I'll give it a 7. A little harsh on that one. But he's a quick player. He can dribble past a guy. He does prefer often to kind of stand them up and run beyond them as opposed to, dribble through them like a Pervader would or something like that. This guy will kind of just skip past them by being quicker off the mark than them. Physicality 6, not a physical player, but doesn't really rely on physicality in his position. Press, what's he like in the press? Good. As we saw from his stats previously, this guy can win the ball high up. He likes to press, he likes to run around, he likes to work hard for the team, and that is what I've seen from a lot of Bournemouth fans. He has the quality, he also has the attitude. Will work hard for you and give 100%. I know that's a bare minimum, but different people have levels of 100%. This guy, because naturally he's an energetic player, he does run around naturally. 100% is very good. Movement, I like his movement. I like his movement a lot. Both off the ball and on the ball. He will find areas in wide areas, like pockets in wide areas to receive the ball, either on the half turn. He needs to, will go right to the touchline, literally right to the touchline, and create a much space in the middle to create passing lanes and triangles around there. So I really like his movement. Like I said, shot creating actions. A lot of this comes from his movement and where he finds himself on the pitch, not just for himself, but to create space for other people as well. Very smart guy. Fitness an 8. Played a lot of games. Played 33 games in the Premier League last year as well. Bournemouth. He's a good player. It's wild that people don't think it. Honestly, I don't understand. He's not going to get you 30 goals a season. He's not going to get you 30 goal involvements a season. But he could get you 20, 25. If he's consistently playing in the system. If he isn't, if he's not starting over Willie Gnonto, or someone else, when he does come on, he will impact the game. And that's without a doubt. He will massively impact any game he comes in this side because he's done it at this level. Creating the third most chances in the league that season. Psychological. Mentality in difficult moments. Well, we'll find that out because this guy got booked out of the hotel and told he's coming to Leeds on match day. Just after midnight on match day as a team hotel if they're ready to go play. Mental. We'll find out. Playing with a chip on his shoulder. You want to prove Bournemouth wrong. That's what I want to do. I hope that's the mentality we get from this guy. Not a giving up mentality or why am I here. A mentality of, right, I want to get out of this league. I'm going to help Leeds do everything. I'm going to prove to Bournemouth who shut me out. That I want to win this thing. So I'm looking forward to this one. Persistence and confidence. Confident guy. Good player. A lot of confidence in himself. Just needs that consistency in his performance for us. Calmness, he's a calm guy. He's good on the ball. A lot of confidence, calmness, good player. Reading the game tactically, I put 6 because it's one of them of I don't actually know how he'll adapt. Usually it's quite good. Usually his movement is helping him, but this is trying to understand how that will work as a whole. He's been at Bournemouth now, basically since he was left Arsenal as a youngster. It's hard to see how he'll adapt to this system. Iriola came in for Bournemouth and he did start 3 of the games and played quite well against Tottenham, but didn't get in the goal involvements like he thought he would have done. So maybe the adapting period might take a little time. Luckily, he's got 2 weeks now before the next game. I think his speed, very good. Concentration, very good. These are things I like about this guy. And if there's any spelling mistakes, I apologise. I've not corrected them from the last video. And at time, I'll do it for the next one, all right? This is the last one anyway. But yeah, good scores. Very good scores for this guy. Definitely. Anyone wants a summary, feel free to pause and read that. Key strengths and improvements. Okay. Ball progression, key strength. Ball progression. In one way or another, whether it be with dribbling, off the ball movement, passing. This guy loves to progress the ball. Now someone said, shout out to this guy. We are ball progression FC. That is what we need. We didn't have enough ball progression in different ways the other day. We're alright running forward with it, but in terms of passing and cutting edge passes, we did not have the progression. Now, players playing and understanding the area of the pitch which they should be operating in will massively help ball progression in terms of passing. When it's not as compact, when people are on top of each other, where there's a clear path of a passing lane. These are the things we'll have to work on in the international break. This guy's good ball progression. Either dribbling, passing and moving, straight up passing, off the ball stuff. Dribbling is good. Again, not a guy who's going to, do 15 step overs and stuff like that. He's going to get past the guy in front of him. because he's quicker than him off the mark. And he's got good ball control and dribbling. Probably not the quickest winger in the league, but good ball control and good dribbling. Positional play, love his positional play. Think it's excellent. Experience, he's got the experience at this level. He's gone up at this level, been promoted at this level. Good experience at this level. Again, creating one of the highest chances in the league at this level. It's not good enough, some people said. Wild take. Direct. He's direct. He's a direct player. He's aggressive. He'll get forward. He won't faff around with the ball. He'll get forward with it. If there's a pass forward, he'll do it. He won't slow it down. He won't delay the play. He'll get forward with it. He'll attack the space. Crossing. Probably not the biggest attribute in a Daniel Farke system, necessarily, but it's something that's slightly different this year. We are doing a lot of crosses to that back post. And we scored the other week. We could have scored yesterday. I didn't quite get the header right. Difficult one. But this guy is good at crossing. And your guys will see that. When he cuts inside and there's not quite any passing lanes or space to run, it'll look for that early cross. Strikers and the fullbacks and whoever's running up has to be ready for that. Good crosser. Improvement, just consistency. I want to see him just do it consistently like he did the most part in that championship season. There's a little lull at the end. But just a bit of consistency and he'll be absolutely fine. For Leeds United, whether he starts or comes off the bench, he'll be a solid player. Shooting, yeah, just again, be more consistent with the shots. Some shots are good, some are just not great. Will roll to the keeper, some will go in the side netting and be a brilliant finish. Just need to find more areas for him to shoot. Just be consistent in that sense. He can get goals and assists, so similar players. John Swift in terms of movement, in terms of the way he moves around the pitch, and that is it. That's where their similarities stop for me. Just the way in which they move, and they're smart. They know where the angle is. They know where the next pass is going to be. Harry Wilson was very good at cutting inside in the championship and finding that shot or a cross at the edge of the box and work rate. And that's what I like about Jaidon Anthony. It's similar to Harry Wilson in that sense. That's the final bit. Technical B, physical B, psychological B, overall B+, because I like the consistency. B+ for me. Will he start? Will he impact the game? Let's see. That's on him and Nonto to fight that out. Or maybe Nonto goes on to the right. Somerville in the 10. We'll see. And I'll do a video on this. Don't worry, I'm going to do a video on this stuff. We've got a few weeks now, haven't we? So I'm going to do a video on this stuff. But let me know what you guys think. A lot of videos coming up. There's a lot coming up. I've scheduled one every other day, basically one every 2 days, so you get you guys to the international break. So I hope you enjoy them. Please support them, leave likes, because I know people are as interested during the international break, so I'd appreciate everyone if they did watch and liked, and so that would be massively appreciated. Let me know what you guys think. Legends. Looking forward to this guy. Looking forward to seeing him. I really am.